Artificial intelligence is changing the way the world works.
And for the first time, it is speeding up how a Des Moines surgeon is helping critically injured patients recover. KCCI's Jody Long shows us how.
A little bit of exposed bone.
Dr. Simon Wright has looked forward to this appointment all week.
Your tongue straight up.
The ENT surgeon and his patient met a few months ago in an operating room. Now, in this West Des Moines doctor's office is proof that time heals.
I'm going to take a look under your chin.
A scar is all that's left from the impact of a 40-millimeter bullet that fractured Maya Bowie's jawbone into pieces.
It was kind of scary.
Her mom's ex-boyfriend shot her in the face during a fight just days before Halloween, her 17th birthday.
I didn't get to. I didn't really get to celebrate it though, but I was excited to.
Hours before that single shot altered her appearance, the teenager in a tiara posed for the camera.
That day I put makeup on, so I look cuter than usual.
A birthday glamour shoot captured Maya's smile as she knew it for the last time.
A high energy injury that leads to a shattering effect makes these things really hard.
In his 23 years as a trauma surgeon,
this story stands out, for sure it does.
Dr. Wright can't remember an injury this severe. The bullet drilled a hole through her chin, permanently damaging 4 teeth.
This bone isn't normal.
While in the intensive care unit for days, Maya underwent 2 surgeries. The first to stabilize her jaw, the second to rebuild it.
We use instruments like this to bend the plates and twist and bend to make them perfectly match what the bone was before it was injured.
It takes time to mold titanium plates by hand to reconstruct facial bones.
Each bend sort of leads to an error in your last bend.
If something isn't quite right, Dr. Wright finds a way to make it perfect.
There's always a level of dissatisfaction, and it doesn't feel good to do something just good enough.
That manual work has now been replaced with modern technology. Artificial intelligence read a CT scan of Maya's jaw. Then a 3D printer turned that image into a custom jawbone plate.
And it's so much easier than trying to bend a plate over and over again to get it perfect.
You call this a game changer?
There's no question it's a game changer.
The accuracy, nearly a perfect fit, cutting Maya's surgery time in half.
The ability to custom make a plate has been around for 10 years or more, but the ability to do it very quickly has not been.
What would normally take several weeks took only a few days. The plate was created in a lab in Jacksonville, Florida, put on a plane to the Des Moines International Airport.
I'd like to welcome you to Des Moines.
A plate which is flown by an airplane, handled by baggage people. I mean, how many people are involved in this?
Then hand-delivered to a Des Moines hospital on a Friday night before Maya's surgery first thing Saturday morning.
There's just a lot of things that have to go right to do any kind of surgery at all. And to do something complicated like this, there are just so many steps. And it really is an inspiring thing to be part of.
For trauma patients, time is of the essence.
All right, that looks great.
And time does heal.
I'm actually very proud of myself. I feel like I handled this situation very, very well.
Maya's new jaw plate will eventually fuse to bone and be stronger than ever. There are a few things that may take a bit longer.
I'm not hearing a lisp or...
No, I do have a lisp, but the lisp is fine.
Dr. Wright says she'll make a full recovery. He calls it the best possible outcome. Maya calls herself a miracle.
I thank God every day for giving me a second chance at life. I'm very grateful, and I think this incident that happened to me, I can tell this story in the future and spread the word of God with this story. It's like a testament.
Isn't that remarkable? Now, doctors say Maya will likely undergo a few more surgeries, and next month she'll receive dental implants for her missing teeth. But Dr. Wright also says technology advancements serve as a reminder of the importance of medical research because of the life-changing and positive impacts it can have on so many people.
This is remarkable, Jody.
Yeah, and Maya, goodness gracious.
Yeah, she's incredible.
Beautiful before, beautiful now,
Yep.
and just so strong.
Yeah.
Amazing story, Jody. Thank you.